One of Australia's most baffling and enduring mysteries, the unsolved case of an unclaimed body dubbed Somerton Man, who was found with a coded note in his pocket on a beach 74 years ago, may have finally been unravelled after a professor claimed he used DNA analysis to uncover his true identity. In 1948, a body was found in Somerton Beach, Adelaide, Australia. The body was of a man who was dressed impeccably in a suit whose head was leaning against a wall. The man appeared to be aged in his 40s or 50s. Authorities at first thought the unidentified man died of heart failure or poisoning, which during autopsy trace of poisoning was found. The contents of the man's pockets were spread out on a table. There was no wallet, no cash, and no ID was found. None of the man's clothes bore any name tags in all, but in one case, the maker's label had been carefully snipped away. The fingerprints that the authorities took were unidentifiable. They even put a photo of the body in the newspaper, and still no one could identify who the man was. 4 months after the body was found, detectives found a hidden pocket under his trouser where they found a roll-up piece of paper from a rare book, Rubaiyat. The piece of paper had words written "Tamam Shud," which means it has ended. Authorities decided to bury the man without any identification. 8 months after burying the Somerton Man, a man walked into the police station where he claimed that he found a copy of the book Rubaiyat in the back of his car that he parked near Somerton Beach, which he thought nothing of it until he read about the Somerton Man dead in the newspaper. The book had a final page that was torn which matched the piece that was found in the trouser of the dead man. Inside the book was a phone number and some sort of strange code. The phone number led the authorities to a woman named Jessica Thompson who lived nearby and speculated that he was in Adelaide to see her. During her interview, she was very evasive and even claimed she was going to faint when she was shown the Somerton Man's body and denied knowing him. Jessica said she sold the book to a man named Alfred. Unfortunately, the man was still alive and had a copy of the book that was sold to him. However, detectives were not convinced by her statement, and Jessica's daughter in 2014 said she believed her mother lied to the police. In recent years, the Somerton Man case has begun to attract new attention. Adelaide University researcher Derek Abbott says the man was Charles Webb, a 43-year-old electrical engineer and instrument maker from Footscray in Melbourne. Professor Abbott, who has been working alongside renowned American genealogist Colin Fitzpatrick, used hair from a plaster mask police made in the 1940s to construct a DNA profile. After building a family tree of around 4,000 people, Abbott and Fitzpatrick had a breakthrough on Saturday, successfully matching the DNA from the hair to samples from Webb's distant relatives. So who is Carl Webb? According to Professor Abbott, Webb was born in 1905 in a suburb of Melbourne. He was the youngest of 6 siblings and married Dorothy Robertson, known as Dove Webb. That's most likely what brought him to Adelaide, the professor said. Professor Abbott said he has evidence that Carl Webb came to Adelaide to track down his wife. Fitzpatrick said now they want to help solve the mystery of his death.